Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and today we have another Speed Addicts test ride for you. That's where we hand over gear to our team test pilot to put it through its paces and give you that real world in the saddle feedback. Now in today's video, we're gonna be comparing two helmets from Shoei. On my left, we have the RF-1400, and on my right, we'll be checking out its little brother, the less expensive RF-SR. Now we know we have a lot of riders stuck between these two helmets. Not sure if it's worth the extra spend to go with the 1400 or if they could get by quite nicely with the less expensive RF-SR. Hopefully this video helps you to decide, and remember, speedaddicts.com is always your source for Shoei helmets. We have links in the description below where you can go and shop for both of these helmets or any other parts or gear you might need for your next two-wheel adventure. And of course, remember, Speed Addicts got you covered with no cost returns. Now sit back and enjoy the test ride.
Hey, what's up, Speed Addicts TV family? Look what we have here today. Shoei's RF-SR helmet on the left and the RF-1400 helmet on the right. Both of these helmets are full face street bike helmets from Shoei out of Japan. The RF-SR was introduced for the 2017 calendar year. It effectively replaced the Quest helmet, which was a tried and true budget helmet. And the RF-SR is still for budget-minded riders, but it punches well above its price tag. The RF-1400 on the right is the successor to the RF-1200. It was released for the 2021 calendar year. The RF-1400 is designed for riders looking for an aerodynamic and sporty helmet. It's perfect for someone who is riding a Harley Davidson, but really it's for someone who's riding an MT-09 and wants to do a track day as well. It has a much more aerodynamically optimized shape. It looks faster. It has added ventilation, and it's just designed for the general road motorcyclist who wants to ride on the street and track and cares about performance. The RF-SR, on the other hand, this is a more traditional street bike rider helmet. It's for someone who's less concerned with flash. They want a more traditional shape and aren't concerned with the full set of features and aren't planning on using it at the track or during really hot days. The RF-1400 has greater ventilation. It has one extra vent port up top, and the chin vent can be open and closed in different increments, where the RF-SR is all or nothing. Ventilation is definitely a step up in the RF-1400. Now for 2021, Shoei updated its face shield mechanism. The RF-1400 now employs Shoei's CWR F2 face shield design. That incorporates vortex generators here on the side, like the X14 and now X15. That helps reduce turbulence. And the helmet has this questionable center lock mechanism. While we like the seal around the face shield that keeps things nice and quiet, the center opening mechanism is just kind of funky, kind of quirky. We like the offset detent, the more traditional offset detent of the RF-SR. That works way better in our opinion. All right, looking inside the helmet, the interior of these helmets it's similar. It's not exactly the same. Both helmets come with the excellent chin curtain that helps quiet the interior of the helmet. It also reduces turbulence inside the face shield area. We love riding with the chin curtain. You can always take it out if you want. Now, the interior of the RF-1400, that's one of the big differences of this helmet. The interior of that helmet is more premium feeling. The actual interior fabric's a little bit nicer, a little softer. It fits together a little bit more intricately. Of course, either helmet, you have the ability to swap out for thicker or thinner cheek pads and a top liner, so you can really nail the fit of this helmet. Both helmets are compatible with Bluetooth enabled communication devices. They have generous sized ear cutouts, but the RF-SR, with its slightly flatter shape, is a little bit more Bluetooth communicator friendly. It's almost 6 of this, half and a dozen of the other. Now the RF-1400 on the right is fitted with Shoei's accessory dark smoke shield. It is pin lock ready. The pin lock insert acts like a double pane window. It completely mitigates fog and condensation from obstructing your view on a humid or damp morning or afternoon or anytime you're riding in inclement weather. The RF-SR on the left is equipped with Shoei's accessory transitions face shield. This is a $200 face shield that allows you to ride day or night and have excellent optical clarity. The face shield automatically tints when faced with the sun's UV rays, and then it automatically untints at night when there is no sun UV. It's certainly expensive, but it's absolutely worth every dollar of its MSRP. That face shield is extremely handy for us motorcycle riders who ride day or night. This RF-SR is also set up with Cutouts Pack Talk Bold. That is the old generation Cutouts Systems Bluetooth communicator. It's been replaced by the Pack Talk Edge and the Pack Talk Neo, which we recently did a versus comparison here at the Speed Addicts TV YouTube channel. All right, folks, enough talking about these helmets. Let's get inside them and see what they're like to ride.
Hey, what's up, Speed Addicts TV family? Here we are in Shoei Helmets RF-SR. Now, the RF-SR debuted for the 2017 calendar year. It is positioned below the RF-1400, which was released recently, just a few years ago. Now, a lot of you are wondering, which helmet should I get? Should I get the RF-SR or the RF-1400? There's about a $200 price difference between these helmets. And while these helmets are very similar, there's a couple key differences. First off, the shape of the helmet. The RF-SR has a real traditional, real minimalist type shape. This is the shape and the aesthetic of a classic motorcycle helmet. We really like it a lot. If you're the kind of rider who doesn't want to stand out on the road, you don't want to draw a lot of attention, you just want to ride under the radar, you're gonna like this RF-SR. The styling's tasteful, but it is a little bit more bulky feeling and not as aerodynamic as the RF-1400. If you are a rider who's riding a high-performance naked bike or a super bike, we could totally understand why you'd want that extra aero of the RF-1400. But if you're just a normal street bike rider who's really not going to visit the racetrack and doesn't need more effective aero and doesn't want that flashy design, the RF-SR is the helmet. Now, both helmets weigh right at 3.5 pounds in a size medium. Both helmets also use unique shell sizes: extra small and smaller 1 shell, medium is 1 shell, large is 1 shell, and extra large and 2 extra large is 1 shell. The ventilation is also very different. This RF-SR has more rudimentary ventilation. You have 2 top vents here and 1 chin vent, and there are 2 exhaust vents that are always open. The RF-1400 takes things to the next level. It has these 2 top vents here, another forehead vent here, and a bigger chin vent, and the chin vent and the forehead vent you can actually adjust in 3 increments, where this RF-SR, it's either open or closed. The RF-1400 definitely flows more air than this RF-SR, but you'd still be surprised how effective the airflow is on this RF-SR. For only having 2 top vents and a chin vent, it actually moves quite a bit of air. But if you're riding on the racetrack, you're riding in really warm weather, then the RF-14 is a no-brainer. Now, the motorcycles, the helmets also have different face shields. The RF-SR has Shoei's tried and true CW are one face shield. This face shield has a deton here on the left hand side. It's super easy to open and close, and the seal is pretty good, but the RF-14 seal is better. But the CWRF2 face shield is now a center face shield, and we don't really like that center function face shield. It's just hard to operate when you're riding, and it's too easy, it's too close to the chin vent. We prefer the traditional CWR1 face shield of this RF-SR. It's worth mentioning both the RF-SR and the RF-1400 both include pin lock inserts. The pin lock insert goes inside of the face shield, and it basically functions like a dual pane window. It completely mitigates any condensation or fogging inside the face shield or outside when you're riding in cold weather or humid conditions. If you haven't ridden in pin lock, you haven't lived. It is a game changer and a feature that you absolutely need in a motorcycle helmet. The pin lock face shield insert in the RF-1400 has grown a little bit, so you have a little bit bigger field of view, but it isn't that big of a deal for us to go RF-1400 over RF-SR. Now, the interior of these helmets, they're both very plush, they're both modular. You can remove the cheek pads and then fit thinner or thicker cheek pads, as well as a top liner based on preference. They also both come with chin curtains. We love these chin curtains. They do a great job of reducing noise and adding comfort when you're riding. And both helmets have this nifty removable nose guard. So the interior components are the same, but the RF-1400's interior is a little bit more plush. It fits together a little bit more intricately, and it feels more well engineered. Not to say that the RF-SR's isn't nice, but the RF-1400's is that much better. Of course, the ability to remove all of the pads, including even the chin strap pads, is awesome. These helmets have a microbial coating, so they don't get funky even when you ride multiple times in hot weather, but it's really easy to remove the pads and throw them in the wash machine in warm or hot water and let them air dry. You do that every time and you feel like you have a brand new motorcycle helmet. Now, aside from those changes, the side area where you mount a Bluetooth communicator on the RF-SR, it's a little bit easier to get these clip style Bluetooth communicators. We're wearing a Cardo Freecom 4X. It is a lower price Bluetooth communicator from Cardo Systems, but it offers a whole lot of function. And these Bluetooth communicators are slightly easier to mount on RF-SRs versus an RF-1400. They both, Shoei helmets, have generous cutouts inside the helmets, so you can fit the Bluetooth speakers. We just like doing it with the RF-SR a little bit more than the RF-1400. Now, the fit of the helmets, we're wearing a size medium RF-SR, and that's another difference. The X14 fits a little bit more snugly size for size than the RF-SR, and that's really one of the reasons why we really like the RF-SR for street use, because it fits well and it fits snugly, but it's not too snug of a fit. We associate the RF-SR with traditional motorcycle riders who are going to ride only on the street. It has a little bit looser feel, and when I say looser, I mean that in a 2% increment. This is not a loose fitting helmet, but it is a little bit more generous fitting than a RF-1400. It's not so generous where you're going to have to, if you get a size medium RF-SR, you're going to need to get a size large RF-1400. The size remain the same, but it's a small fractional difference between the RF-SR. This is a little bit looser fitting, and we like that for street use. Now, both helmets come equipped with a 5-year warranty. Both helmets are made in Japan, and that's where Shoei really elevates itself from its competition. Its motorcycle helmets are extremely well made. The fit and finish on these helmets is second to none. There is no other motorcycle helmet that is as well put together than these Shoei helmets. And if you're looking for a very high quality motorcycle helmet for the price, the RF-SR, the RF-1400, and the X14 and now the X15 are definitely those helmets. Now, in terms of quietness, the RF-SR is slightly more quiet than the RF-1400. Yes, we know that the RF-1400 is more aerodynamic, and yes, we know that the CW RF2 face shield has those nice wingtip vortices that are said to improve airflow. It's the same type of technology that the X14 and now the X15 has, but this helmet is marginally quieter than the RF-1400. At the end of the day, you can't go wrong with either helmet from Shoei. But to sum things up, the RF-SR is for more traditional motorcycle riders seeking a street-only helmet, where the RF-1400 is for motorcycle riders that are looking for sharper styling. They want more effective aerodynamics for those who ride high performance naked or super bikes, and for those who ride at the racing track. The RF-1400's enhanced ventilation will also do very well for riders who ride in hot weather. But for our money, at the end of the day, for street bike riding, we would go with the RF-SR. We like its traditional styling. We like how quiet it is. We like how easy it is to mount a Bluetooth enabled communicator. And we like the simple use of this left side mount visor. You wouldn't think that that would be a big deal, moving the visor detent from the center to the left. And yes, while the RF-1400s does offer a superior seal, it's just not worth the hassle. So for our money, we would go with the RF-SR. It's worth mentioning, when you're going with the RF-SR, that approximately $200 MSRP savings you're gonna be able to spend that on a transitions visor. And a $200 transitions visor is money well spent. That's what we're riding with right now. This transition visor automatically tints based on the level of UV coming from the sun. So during rides in the daylight, the visor automatically tints, and then at night when there's no sun UV, it is clear. Shoei's really done its homework with this transitions visors. Early transition visors used to actually wear out. They'd wear out after a couple of years, but now fast forward today, and Shoei and Transitions have done a marvelous job. These visors are excellent, and they go the distance. And yeah, $200 is expensive for a pin lock ready transition shield, but these visors just work that good, and we would absolutely pony up the extra $200 for these visors. It's a no-brainer. Well, folks, that wraps up our versus comparison between Shoei's RF-SR helmet and its RF-1400 helmet. We hope this video helps you folks at home make the right purchasing decision when it comes time to shopping for your next full face motorcycle helmet. Of course, Make sure to subscribe to the Speed Addicts TV YouTube channel. That's where all of our video content lives. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Sound off in the comment section. Let us know what you think of Shoei helmets, and let us know what you think of the RF-SR if you have one at home, or the RF-1400. Thanks for riding with us today, and we'll see you in the next episode of Speed Addicts TV.